Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are getting ready to start here. Suddenly, I hear my own voice. No one needs that. We're getting ready to get started here for this, our third qualifier race for the League Forge. My name is Natara. I am one of two commentators for today. My co commentator is the Green Leaf Effect.
What is going on, everybody? And if you thought just Natara was bad, now you have to deal with me too. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and be prepared for a wild ride because it's going to be crazy.
It is, and the rest of our team, we also have Ali Jabrap as our tracker, and Legend Harvest is our ever wonderful restreamer. So with that, we are just getting ready to start. Have any sort of fun predictions for this race, Greenleaf?
Well, aside from a Rosa start that we're seeing,
Which is best? It's even Purple Rosa, who is second
oh
best
yes,
Rosa.
Lavender Rosa is awesome.
Not quite Goth
Um,
Rosa, but
no, but I
close.
was gonna say, please tell me it's Black Rosa. That's the yeah.
My
Um,
favorite.
well, if normal seeds that I'm involved in have anything to say, this will be a 17 out of 17 with the Legend Sword being buried and demissed, which is either going to be buried at CPU spot or behind the package, one of the two.
That sounds about right. I know when I did commentate yesterday, it was 17 out of 17 for some. Vanilla Demist, which held the pass, and a really terrible, terrible chain involving underground only, where lots of people dove the moon in order to get those crystal parts. So we have finished waiting to get started, so we should be starting here now shortly. We're just waiting for our runners to actually start.
Fair enough.
Hopefully we get Edward partner.
I mean, Edward Partner would be good, but I mean, it is Rosa, so let's get the classic Rosa Cecil. Come on.
Yes, that would be fabulous.
Okay,
Nope.
or Sid, that works too.
Well, they're both Baronites. With Magma Key start. That's a little too nice. I don't know if Legend's going to be allowed to roll seeds again. We'll see. This might be
We'll
too.
see. Well, we've all that gives us is underground access. That doesn't mean anything else. That just means we can go. We have all the spots open to look. But this actually creates a nice little routing decision here. Is where do you go? Do you try and go get your free items that are nice and easy? With Land of Eidolons and Sylphs. Do you do overworld stuff? It does make for some interesting routing decisions.
It really does. And we're seeing, looks like Baka Shinobi is immediately going to Damsian. That would be a good place to get the hovercraft if they had received the hook. But everyone else is going into Baron to try and just get those initial items to get started. Do see our other white mage Porum sitting in the Baron Inn. Don't really need her with Rosa, but who knows?
Sometimes you just have to go with a double white mage. I'll reflect all the time strats.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, yeah, all white mages all the time. That's my bet. All white mages.
Well, do we have to discuss Porum on Zero Mist more? I mean, we did that enough in the pre-race chat.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's great. She's gonna rock it. Okay, bye, Anna. We miss you forever. But we don't miss having that hovercraft.
It's Anna. Just let it go. It's okay. It's
Let
okay.
it go. Okay.
Let
So,
it go.
did not see what was in the item shop there with the checks, but I'm sure it's nothing too fancy. Oh, I see. Selling some items. That's always good. Ether ones. Those are nice to have.
Some life spells over here as well in the inn, or life potions, not spells. Wait, Kaipo, and I didn't quite catch who that was here in Kaipo.
Yeah, I
Chat.
also did not catch it. Chat, tell us who it was. Punchman.
Yep, we have Punch Magic, my favorite elemental of magic.
Yeah. And a heroine in Damsian. That could be excellent. When you first start off, it can be hard to get any amount of damage, though Sid is an excellent start that way. But putting that heroine on Rosa can definitely be a great start. Baka Shinobi getting the back row glitch all set up for Sid, so that's definitely going to help as well. Being able to sit in the back row and doing as much damage as you would from the front row with a non back row weapon.
because these games are wonderfully programmed.
They really are. Rex, we're all choosing to go into the underground, so we're going to see whether that's going to pay off versus, say, Baka Shinobi's Antlion Cave.
Well, if you're gonna find an early Ashura, this is a good spot to have her. But yeah, so we do have, as we said, Rex is going to do some exploring in the underground. Air, on the other hand, has picked up Palom and is up on Mount Ordeals, where we've got a Leviathan wannabe.
Ooh, Ogo Pogo, the Canadian Leviathan. Serpent after my own heart. But that also does give us Quake Kid if we can get through this fight, so definitely some motivation there. Ashura, our very own Reflecting Queen in the Antlion Cave, so not an awful spot to have her.
I apologize. I said Ordeals. I definitely meant Hobbs.
Yeah, it could be ordeals. Don't worry about it. It's the, discount ordeals.
So it's is this Walmart or Target?
We'll say it's Target.
Okay.
Okay, immediately it looks like Rex is doing the loot dwarf castle play.
Wait, I thought loot was a Final Fantasy One item.
Ho ho ho. So smart. That's where we get our harps in here, of course, which is not a lute, but music. Sand Ruby for Baka Shinobi. So Baka Shinobi can get the punch magic.
Wait, that was very vanilla. I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. You just have to accept it. Welcome the punch magic into your heart,
I
and the
mean,
cure twos into your inventory.
it's punch magic, so I have to accept punching monk.
No, F. Coughlin did not roll this. That's a shame. We should get him in on that.
No, 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 you don't.
Oh, that good, huh? He can join the ranks of terrible seeds.
What I'm a little disappointed though because the fun little names. I'm gonna have an issue with the fun names this because I'm not sure if you noticed up on the top left there what Rose's name turned into.
I did not, but I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. Ooh, error finding demist, I believe in Fabul. That's going to be a potentially a free key item if they can get through. Baka Shinobi did also do an extra location check and found Wyvern in the Octomam spot, so that's going to be a relief that no one is going to have to fight Wyvern.
Fair enough. But yes, to answer the question, the R in Rosa was replaced with a W.
Woza.
Wosa.
Woza, so cute.
Either that or somebody's really inebriated.
Yeah, either way, it's adorable. Rex Rawls now, after looting the dwarf castle, is heading into the land of summon monsters to get that free item. And Demist goes down.
So yes, after the loveliness that was Vanilla Demist, uh, or behind package, not quite Vanilla Demist, French Vanilla Demist yesterday, we have an easy to find one that everyone's going to check eventually because it's Fabul and it's the Gauntlet and it's easy.
Yeah, you don't often see people skipping the gauntlet. Or Fabul, I should say. Ooh, and Darkness Crystal. But only the Murasame in the land of summon monsters. Nice if you get edge, but currently useless.
But the Darkness Crystal is an interesting item to find there because it again opens up more spots that you're eventually going to have to check to find what we need, and it does give us a fourth character.
Definitely want to get that. Looks like Poydrak's going to be our next runner in order to go to the underground. with Baka Shinobi not far behind. We'll see if things will go a little faster for them, as they're going to have those extra characters and items that Rexroll did not get by going directly underneath.
And nothing of too great significance over in Mithril. We do have some Hourglass 2s, though, so
I definitely like that. And they're going to be really helpful for anyone who chooses to either do some of those trap chests or for those occasional boss fights, which do not have those boss fight bits. Very useful.
hmm, bits. Taking a look at what our bosses are going to be over in Land of Summon Monsters. Well, one of those is a door. So Demon Wall is over here in the Land of Summon Monsters. That's I just love that door sprite.
Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. Oh, Error doing the Demis check. That's going to be a new item.
Drum roll, please, everybody.
We've got... Aw, defense sword, my favorite.
Oh, it's adorable. It's like a real sword, but it's not.
It's not like we have anyone who can use it either, so...
Yep, get
Poidrak... No? I was gonna say Poidrak getting his Murasame, but also very happy to see that item shop. Ooh, Rex Rawl doing the single, potentially the double dip into the Sylph Cave.
best part about Sylph Cave is got the second best sound effect in the game. Not right now because we don't have the pan, but Yang getting bopped by the pan is the second best sound effect in this game.
It really is.
And I trust we all know what number one is.
The virus sound?
No.
Oh.
Porum thwacking palum.
Oh, yes, that is also a really great sound.
Virus is also right up there.
I just love that you get the text box every time being like, pow! It's like, wow. Let's 100% that.
Yes, the fact that they give us the onomatopoeia sound of thwack is the best.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we are going to get a boss check here now. Land of some monsters. Oh, it's a door and Bahamut. So, nothing anyone particularly wants to fight right away. But Poitrak is really thinking about it.
Well, if we have a way to get Reflect, Bahamut's basically a free fight.
Mm-hmm. And we do. Those 5 whole star veils definitely going to come in handy.
And this is one of the things about knowing the mechanics of the fight. I mean, I remember playing this game as a kid, and you finally get up to the moon. And it's Bahamut. It's a that hurt. Oh wait, you can reflect that. That's not nearly as obnoxious as I thought it was.
Nope, not even close. Era now heading into the Antlion Cave. Must not have done that earlier.
No, he went over and got Quack Kid and then Demist at Fabul. He technically is the only one who knows that Demist is in Fabul. Nobody else has checked that right now, at least of our restreamers.
Yeah, absolutely. Which, thankfully, for anyone who does choose not to check that, it's not such a big deal as, not so bad. But we'll see. If without that knowledge, though, sometimes you panic if you're missing that key item.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the big key when running any sort of randomizer, whether it's a JRPG type randomizer like this, an ARPG randomizer like Link to the Past or Zelda 1, is to just play your game, is to not panic because, it is a big race or it's being restreamed, whatever. It's just to play the game that you play and it'll be fine. And we have a crystal sword sighting.
That is very nice if we can also get a Cecil. Yeah, Not the crystal they're looking for. However, with this being forge percent, they are not going to just find the crystal anywhere. They are looking for the adamant key item and the legend sword key item, which they will then bring to the underground blacksmith, whose name I cannot and will not attempt to pronounce, and will be forged into the crystal they can take to fight Zeromus.
Yes, we are adamant here that we make our players work for everything that they get.
That's right, we do.
But now here's the big question. Okay, I already heard you pronounce it that way. So you are on Team Cecil, or are you on Team Cecil
I am on
for the
Team
pronunciation of
Cecil.
his name? Okay, I am too, but I have to ask the question.
I don't judge people based on which pronunciation team they're on, but I am personally on Team Cecil.
Oh, I don't judge them either. I just like to ask the question because it's fun.
It is a fun question. I love there's so many different pronunciations. So Error is getting his Yang. Baka Shinobi is taking his turn in Fabul against the D-Mist, which will be a delight at least for that Darkness Crystal at the other side of Fabul, while Poydrak continues the hunt. However, the item shop in Tamra was a bust.
So we have found coffins. We are still looking for sirens, and that means are we getting moon sirens?
Ooh.
I
We
mean, moon
haven't,
sirens are
yeah.
delicious.
We haven't checked the Evelyn Cave yet, though, because we don't have the hook, so they could also be hiding in there.
I mean, that's effectively moon sirens.
Yeah, it might as well be at this point. Well, at this point, they have access to the moon sirens, at least. Okay, we're going to have our first Baron in check. Let's see how that fight with Odin goes. Probably not that poorly at this point.
I mean, being in the guard spot, this isn't going to be too crazy, and even just the lit 2, or not even needing lit 2, is perfectly acceptable. The fun part, of course, is this is going to be who is in the second spot.
Absolutely. They hide from us. Oh, it's a moon boss. Extra hiding. Aw, D-Lunars. How lovely. That's
Oh,
actually
they're
not bad with this party.
no, they're absolutely adorable. And didn't we learn just recently that one of their attacks is reflectable?
It is. That is their breath attack. That after a certain number of attacks, they will do a breath attack, which is supposed to cast frog on your party. However, it is reflectable, so you can in fact turn the D lunars themselves into frogs, which completely changes this fight from something kind of scary to something easy and adorable.
Aww.
Aww.
But now the question remains here is we haven't found really anything that we're looking for. No, we don't have any of the heavy hitters. We don't have Legend Sword. We don't have the Adamant. True, we're only 16 minutes in and we've made a ton of progress, but where do you start looking here? Do you start trying to go and do things in like Dwarf Castle, try and get that item? Do you, if you're Error, do you go get the fifth character on the moon? Where do you go?
That is an excellent question, especially those who have done Fabul also have the Darkness Crystal now, which means moon access. So again, it brings in that question which came up yesterday, which is moon play or underground play. And of course, with the Magma Key being the first item, many are at least starting with the underground play. But who abandons it first and jumps up to the moon to see what they can do? Without sirens, it's less good.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the Baron key down in the Baron Inn. So it's two items in their vanilla locations right now. But that's going to open up some slightly easier checks than moving up to the moon or going down underground. It's also going to unlock another character.
And that, especially right now where nobody has a full party, that's going to be, or very few have a full party, that's going to be important.
Yes, full party is definitely important. And Aaron's going to go ahead and make a stop over in Troya.
Hmm. two item shops there. I know when I first started playing this randomizer, I had no idea that they were two separate item shops. So, when you're playing a seed where you have to actually search for the pass in a shop, that is very good information to know. Exits in the shop, the first shop in there, which is definitely very helpful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know that second shop in Troya is technically the vanilla location of the pass in the base game.
Mhm.
However, the pass in the base game doesn't have nearly the awesome effect that it does in the randomizer. The pass in the base game, well, just go ahead and play it and find out for yourself. That's not something we're going to discuss here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Air are going to go finally ahead and make the dive, throw the magma key down the well, and make his dive down into the underground. Baka going ahead and killing off Odin. Going to get the fifth character over there. That's going to be Porum. So we're going to have some twins over there. Rex just finishing up with Fabul. So he's going to end up with the Darkness Crystal. And Podrak also going to go ahead and head to Fabul. So all of our runners now on stream have taken out D-Mist and will be able to use the Darkness Crystal. But based on what I'm seeing on the item tracker, we have a twin harp. I repeat, we have a twin harp.
Abort, abort, immediately. To music. It doesn't work like that, but we all wish it kind of would. Well, we'll see if anyone does choose to check that. There is entirely the possibility that folks will try any of the other paths and we won't hear music. But I think if finding it this early in the run, that is less likely to be possible. See, value at Sheila 1. Sheila has very often got value.
Well, I mean, it's not a spoon or a pan, but a harp is technically something that could be lying around a house, so it fits the aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I can't really picture Yang or Ursula in the after years or Sheila playing a harp.
Okay, so we're about to get our second harp here from Sheila 1. I know when I'm making bets about locations of items, I always put at least part of my bet on Sheila.
Well, it is a quest chain right now, so we don't know where it's going to lead.
Absolutely. It could be just debating. You wouldn't know where, it could lead to absolutely nothing. However, not bad. Could be good. We're going to see.
Well, I mean, it's fine as long as you don't get debated by the moon.
But the moon. Oh, we're actually going to have Baka checking out the shop in Baron with that Baron key.
Yeah. Error making his way through the land of summoned monsters. Going to be disappointed with the incentivized item location per se with the Murasame. But again, Bahamut's an easy enough fight at the Ashura spot.
Absolutely. And those Bacchus wines in the shop here are always welcome.
I'm really waiting for Baka Shinobi to use the Bacchus wine so I can make a pun there.
But now we all know the pun is coming.
See, and now I don't have to make it because y'all made it yourselves.
That's a spirit. But the question is, was our version of the pun better or worse?
Well, technically, Bacchus wine is a spirit, so you're not wrong.
Where's the lie?
Probably on the pretzels.
Yeah, pretzels are always a lie.
Yep. It only took me 22 minutes to start. I think that's a record.
but it never stops. So we have been finding some silver apples and some soma drops in some of the chests. You don't find many of those in seeds like this, but sometimes depending on your party, they can just give you that little bit of an edge. Unless you find edge and then you don't need them.
Well, then you have a lot of an
Then
edge.
you have a lot of an edge, exactly.
But it looks like we are going to get the demist item check over here from Rex. We know it's nothing special.
But we are also going to get the ordeals check from Poidrak. So depending on what bosses are up here, this could definitely be an excellent find. Oh my goodness, is this going to be Vanilla Mylon or is this going to be Mylon Z? Let's find out.
This
Oh my
is a
gosh.
very vanilla seed.
Is this even randomized? That's right, I said.
Zombie dance party, everybody.
Woo! There's not quite enough zombies, but close.
Because this is Thriller. Sorry.
Does Mylon dance? I'm gonna say yes.
I would think I think he does. I think he definitely does. Oh, we have a dark elf sighting down on Baka Shinobi's side.
Ooh, and we are having the lunar whale is currently being summoned by Rex Rawl. So if nothing else, we should very shortly see the free character up on the moon and likely see whether those sirens are hiding in the moon shop or whether our last possible holdout for those is the Eblin shop. Luge is in the second spot. At least that's, not OG.
Yeah. And we already had OG Pogo. He was already out.
Truth.
But yeah. The Lugai fight was, I think, the first time playing Final Fantasy IV that I realized that the game partially wasn't taking itself seriously.
Just partially? Okay, almost done with this Dark Elf fight. Or we are done with it.
We are 100% done with said Dark Elf fight. But we technically knew that was there.
That is correct. And that doesn't give us a key item yet, but it does give us access to both the King Baron's spot, where Kainaza usually sits, which will get us a key item and a new character. Plus, we have access to the Odin spot, which will give us a key item if we can defeat Odin there, or whoever is in the Odin spot.
Right, because we know Odin's not there, because Odin was just hanging out at the inn. And we have our fifth, or our moon character coming up here. Drum roll, please.
Ooh, Kane.
Now he's able.
We'll take it.
And King and Queen Eblin.
Nice. And the Luca key on Manor Deal. So with access to the underground already, that is progress. Or potential progress.
Oh, and it's the Water Hag.
Oh. That's unfortunate because this is a freebie spot where it only has 1200 HP and this is a freebie boss. So you don't want a freebie boss in a freebie spot. That's just a waste.
Yep. But there is Anna for her obligatory cameo. I'm not sure if Let It Go is playing or not, but it probably should be.
Probably should be.
But with that, I do have a very, very important question, Natasha.
Okay, I hopefully have a very important answer.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes!
So we did find both silk webs and cure 3s in the moon shop. So silk webs can be really helpful for, well, many boss fights, but specifically the Zeromus fight. And those cure 3 potions can come in handy as well if you have the money to pick them up. So I also hear rumors of a wild mop.
Yes, I was about to say, King and Queen Eblin were in fact hiding our cleaning supplies.
Ooh, that's important. Anyone who has picked up Porum at this point is likely dropping them very, very quickly.
Bye, Quake Kid.
So you may have noticed that Baka Shinobi's stream has dropped. That is on purpose. It is unfortunately currently the cause of our slideshow that we're getting. So hopefully this should get a little better. So we apologize. Baka Shinobi is still streaming, and we're working on some other options.
But also, I'd like to point out that we do have a really, really good cane palette as well. We have the Crimson Scarlet Red one.
Ooh, that is a very nice one. I find like as much as I rarely take Rydia in any of these seeds, she has like the best just palette options across the
Oh,
board. It's like every single Rydia I get, I'm like, she's the best Rydia. And then I get a different color, I'm like, no, she's the best Rydia.
yeah, I'm partial to both the pink Rydia and the black Rydia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gothic Rydia is awesome.
Yes. Yes, she is. And oh, I love the cotton candy pink Rydia.
Yes. Although
So
to be fair,
great.
I'm also kind of partial to grown-up Porm and after years with the pink hair, so that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, that's also true. Weirdly, her sprite's not in here yet.
Which is kind of disappointing.
Agreed. Next update? No, we promise nothing. Okay, so we are Era's the next to head up into the Baron Castle, see to at least get their mop, and we have a twin harp alert. We have Poydrak heading to Cave Magnus, so sound is already there. So please get ready. We're gonna get
I'm
some tunes,
so excited.
and you just can't hide it.
I'm about to lose control, and I know I like it.
Oh yes. Okay, so next Dark Elf fight from Error.
Me change.
Not only the man of the people, but will hopefully give us a new key item, at least a new key item location. Rexarol, since he went to the moon immediately, is now doing Antlion Cave. Game sound too low. Well, see what we can do about that.
And don't mind us if we get quiet because we're like you. We like the music too.
Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure you hear the music and not just us jabbering away over the music.
But here we go.
Here we go. I can't tell what that is.
Neither can I.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say it was starting to sound a bit familiar. It is linked to the past. Ganon.
Yep, as soon as I heard that.
Yeah. Excellent. That's appropriate. There we go. Final battle. Look. Hoydrak. Definitely. Oh, we get Mylon Z. Love it.
Someone's going into the. Wait, there's no deep ravine. Wait, are we being thrown into the crystal well?
Yeah, we are. The crystalline deep ravine. The deep ravine of our souls.
I'll be quiet, I'm sorry. But I do want to point out that the interesting part of this is the fact that Poydrak still only has 3 party members.
That is true. Here's a question for chat. Who is more Ganon? Ganon or Mylon Z?
That's a good question.
Right?
I think I have to go with Mylon Z.
Yeah, me too. Look at those spikes. No! Okay, music's done. You can't stop
We
us
go
from
back to
talking.
normal now. Rex, we're going to go ahead and pick up some punch magic over on the top right-hand side. And Error is going to be very happy with his mop.
Absolutely. And Poydrak probably less happy with his package, but I apologize for that statement. Anyway, but
I shot of
be
my mouth when you said that.
it happens. But is going to go and check maybe and see what character that is. If Poydrak has not found, I think Poydrak has the darkness crystal, so already knows that Demus cannot be hiding behind that. So that's less motivation. But he's only got 3 party members, so he might go check, but probably not.
Oh, interesting. Error opting to dismiss Porum as opposed to Quake Kid, so we're having double black mage options.
I would have done the same, honestly. I would take Quake Kid over Porm, especially when you've got Rosa.
All right, package sprite is
Ooh, and
nothing.
it's nothing, but it is Cecil. So apparently Poydrak's like, even with that crystal sword, I don't want Cecil.
I was very excited to see what the package sprite was going to be, and then
Hmm.
nothing.
Though he may not have gotten the crystal sword, so just because we saw one doesn't mean he got it. So then I'd
And
say he
there's a
did get
defense sword, and immediately he's like, "Nope, I'm going to go pick up Cecil
nope.
now." And
Just
yes, I
nope.
said Cecil
Yeah,
on
yeah,
purpose.
yeah. That's amazing.
Oh, piggies!
Piggy Pally.
Piggies!
Piggy
Piggy
Pally
Pally!
confirmed.
Yep, going full ham with the package.
I love it. Wow, the ham is on fire. I'm not sure that that's okay.
Let's just hope that using this package on Cecil doesn't go bake in his heart.
Sob. And it's this. I seem to be seeing nothing but this particular palette on Cecil lately. The kind of lavender.
It's okay.
It's okay, but I haven't seen Goth Cecil in a while, who again is my favorite.
I'm catching a vibe here from you.
No, there's no reason for that. Shh. No vibes.
Oh,
Just
okay.
Goths.
Oh, we have got Kane Nazo in Calcabrina's
Hmm,
spot.
that could be
Dancing
interesting.
Kane Nazo?
I love anyone who pops up in that spot because you just get to watch them dance, and it's adorable.
It really is. Dancing Golbez is still my favorite, though.
Yeah. I will say I do love that you get the Baron key and the vanilla spot. There's so much vanilla here.
Yeah, I'm more of a cookie dough fan myself.
Well, we'll allow it. Oh, Kainazo not enjoying that white at all. Fusoya, so cruel, but powerful. Good to know because in this particular flag set, you do have to collect all of Fu's spells again in sets of 3, which you get every time you defeat a boss. Oh, and Baigen is in the package spot. How lovely.
I
So,
mean, he's really going after Cecil, and he just can't let bygones be bygones.
cannot let bygones be bygones. That is correct. So Fu, we're lucky. Sometimes even with the random 3 spells, you don't get the really good ones until later. So the fact that Error already has white is definitely very nice. Rexfrawl doing his jump to go get Fusoya. He'll be very happy with that mop, and we get a
Doppelganger!
doppelganger.
Doppelgangers! I love it.
And dismissing Edward. Who does that? Who?
Most people do that, actually.
Yeah, truth. Yeah, no spoon, no party. Where's the lie?
I do rather enjoy that holy or white spell animation here.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like I'm just going to animate a giant string of pearls and chuck them at you.
And it's definitely devastating. Not quite so well, can be as much as the nuke spell. Nuke, and I thought I did see that, and Rivers is confirming, as his knight do, that Error did actually get nuke for his Fusuya, so that is going to be a very excellent find. Very, very powerful spell, and really quick cast time, making it superior to spells such as Medio in most situations.
So
Ooh.
I do want to point out here that the disembodied hand that we see there. Oh, there's the hook.
The
So we will
hook.
have access to sirens finally. But the disembodied hand, my favorite version of that sprite is when D-Mist is in that spot because you get this really
Agree.
creepy, ethereal looking hand, and it's kind of awesome and kind of creepy at the same time.
Uh-huh, it is. I love that one too. We are getting a bit of a dragon, an egg grind, uh, from Poijak's stream, and yeah, doing very well. We did get that hook, so I will note I don't believe sirens are guaranteed, so it's entirely possible that Eric could go check out that Eblin shop and the sirens might not be there. So it is the
I
last
mean,
holdout, though.
I think for everybody's sake, uh, they don't want to see sirens there. No, because if they do, that means we're going to get an egg grind, which means I have to break out all my egg puns.
Well, I'm
And
okay with that.
I know, I mean, I kind of want to see sirens though, because keeping all these puns to myself would be kind of shellfish.
Ho, 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 ho. Though I will note that with the access to the moon, they could do the King Ryu grind instead.
Well, that'd just be dragging me down.
I was waiting for the pun. I was like, just make a pun out of that. Do it. I'm impressed.
And chat to me like, no sirens, no sirens,
We can't handle this level of puns.
no, no more.
Looks like it's Poitrak's turn to actually do the dwarf castle. Rexrol fighting his king and queen Eblin. And let's see if Error continues on the moon or whether he's just doing the character and shop check.
I mean, it is a good character, so.
It is definitely a good character, but we have not had anyone on stream checking the moon yet. So, other than these two checks, it'll be interesting to see what's hiding behind any of those moon bosses. So, we'll see whether Error gives that to us or jumps back down and see what happens.
Well, I mean, not to sound very John Madnish, but we're running out of places to go, and the moon definitely has, abundance of key item locations. And we did just dismiss punch magic for spear magic.
I would have done the same. That's not saying anything whatsoever. I'm not known for my fabulous strategy, but I tend to like spear magic much more than punch magic.
I mean, you're just spirited.
I am. Oh, that's interesting. Error had left, but he left in order to save, and he is running back in. So we are actually going to get some moon checks. So this could actually work out very well for Error comparatively to Poidrak and Rexroll, but we'll see.
Boydrak again finishing up with Kainazo. Gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of Dwarf Castle here as we're getting our fake airship because we've already got that over on Rexral's side.
Dragoon Spear. Okay, so it looks like Error is doing the run down to the safe point. Whether he's doing that to do some, use his 1 or 2 found sirens to do King Ryu grind, which actually is not a bad plan, or just starting from the bottom up with the checking those boss fights. Either way, there's a good option.
So yeah, the wyvern chest up there, as a kid, it took me so long to figure out how to get there.
Yeah, and we have actually seen one of the summon monsters spots. I can't remember whether they actually beat Bahamut in that spot though. Yeah, it's
I
Bahamut and
believe.
Evil Wall. I just don't. If Bahamut was defeated, I don't remember what the key item was.
I don't think it was anything relevant. It might have been Luca Key because I see Poidrak has that, but don't remember. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truth. Okay, we are getting that one King Ryu. It was a crystal sword. Gotcha. I was pretty sure it was completed. Yeah, so that is where that crystal sword came from. The crystal word.
But you were correct. We are getting a little bit of a King Ryu grind here.
Yeah, I did see though Error only had one siren, so this will be the only one. However, with those hourglasses, this becomes a little easier because they'll just sit and wait for you to take that experience from them. With life potions as well, you can get the equivalent of 3 King Ryus rather than the 2 that you see there. By using a life potion on an enemy just as it dies, it gets brought back with its vitality stat as its HP. However, they have a vitality stat of 0, meaning they immediately die again, but you still get the experience value of that King Ryu. So, definitely a good way to get some extra experience, especially since they have quite a bit of experience at this point.
And especially this, I want to say early into a seed, but we're still in the feeling out process. Getting that much experience that quickly, you gotta love it.
Mhm.
We also have an
Absolutely.
Odin jab.
Ooh, Ruby. And we have Poydrak doing diving the sealed cave with that Luca key. So we're getting lots of new stuff here, which is definitely excellent.
Yeah, but Rubicante at Odin's spot is definitely a little brutal.
Oh, that's okay. He only did, 9,500 damage with that glare. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Only.
Only. Oh gosh, just a casual, exactly. Casual 9,500 sobs.
I mean, it's Quake Kid, so
Listen, we need Quake Kid. Yeah, not even 4 9s. Easy peasy.
almost 4 9s on Yang.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was much closer. Ooh, we're getting that Meteo. Love it.
There was quad nines.
Uh-huh. And in the correct direction. Oh, about to get
Yes,
that item check and getting our first boss, it looks like, on Air's side to check out one of the items. Ooh, Earth Crystal.
and Pale Dim.
Hmm. So Earth Crystal from the Luca key, again, it's not guaranteed progression, but that is another option. It is a entire treasure room, 2 characters, and a key item spot. Oh, but the dolls. The dolls.
Well, we do have Quake Kid. However, the dolls in this, it's an interesting thing in this spot to have what are effectively 7 bosses because the full HP of the evil wall will be split amongst them. So it's not a bad thing to have here.
No, not at all. Plus, with that Hourglass 3 that Poydrak had in his party, that will effectively freeze the 3 blue dolls in the back, so we will never have the full joined Calcabrina doll, which is very effective along with that quick.
And disappointing, Rubicante only has a ring for us.
Aww. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. Thanks, Ruby. We appreciate that. The ruby ring.
It wasn't a ruby ring, though, which
Yeah,
is
exactly. It
disappointing.
was a protector.
I wanted it to be.
That would have been amazing. The game would have been making the puns itself,
Yep.
which would have meant we would have been out of control from then on in.
Oh, absolutely. There would
If
have
the
been no
game's doing,
stopping us.
well, it's like if the game's punning, like, how do you expect us not to? Please.
There's
Okay,
nothing
Pelton.
holding us back.
Yep. Okay, unfortunately, Poydrak does have to do a warp out in order to make sure you don't miss the cutscene at the beginning or skip the boss at the end. You cannot just exit out of the sealed cave, but you can warp up a floor at a time.
Pale Dim really not liking Kane over on Error's side.
That's just rude. But that's okay. Hopefully, Pale Dim also doesn't like Nuke.
I mean, the only thing I like to nuke is my leftovers.
And that's delicious.
Depends on the leftovers.
True that. So we are gonna get Harp the Second. So hopefully we'll get a replay of that music.
I mean, you don't get a harp on it. I mean, it's there,
Yeah,
but
I do. I got to. Ooh, Ice 3, Fire 3, getting some of those higher spells. Maybe we'll get that nuke. Let's see what item we've got. Oh, Rat Tail for Error, who already has the hook. So that is another potential key item.
isn't it class change?
Yes, exactly. Sorry, how could I get that mixed up? What is Fusia even class change into? I think he's already like the top class.
A Swiffer.
Yes. And that's the Tara signing out. That one broke.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, but that also gets us one closer to the 10 key items. But yeah, as River points out, we are 50 minutes into the seed and still do not have even one of the two items. Maybe one of them will be hiding in these. Oh no, the ribbon chests, which are blocked by the ever wonderful, super long football gauntlet.
Womp, womp, womp.
So we'll report back on that one in about 10 minutes. It's actually a good place to find it because, again, that HP for that boss spot is split up between 6 battles and then split up again between the 1 to 3 character, like enemies in each one of the fights. So it definitely can help. But again, that is a long encounter if it turns out to be nothing. So we're definitely hoping, for the sake of error, that this pays off. And with 2 chests there, it should pay off with something.
Well, there'll be treasure. Whether it's good treasure is another
Well,
story. But I believe we have to switch to whisper mode again here in a minute.
do
And
we know how to
there are the
whisper?
sirens. We have sirens. The puns live.
Yes.
Thank you, Poydrak. So everybody can go ahead and enjoy the final battle of harps. While Poydrak is going to go ahead and put the hovercraft where it needs to be for later.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Quake Kid was fast as lightning.
Accurate.
Speaking of that, Quake taking out some stuff down the Infinity Gauntlet for Error. I'm not sure what battle we're on, but I think we're getting close to the end.
I think that was the third one. No, this would be the sixth. This is either the third or the sixth.
But it goes like this, the fourth, the fifth.
Yeah.
We have an easy fight over there for Poydrak now, especially with the levels that we have. Even D-Lunars aren't going to be too crazy.
Nope. And it does help give a little bit more experience, so that's nice too.
I am a fan of this mechanic where you defeat the two subordinates and the general's like, nope, I gotta go, bye.
That's the smart plan. Nope, that was number 3. Okay, good. Music's done.
Oh, hey, good. I was
yelling.
really getting tired. Yelling!
I don't know about you, Greenleaf, but I am bad at whispering.
I am very bad at whispering. That actually hurt. That physically hurt me.
Yeah, I cannot argue. So the Football Gauntlet, yes, does have 6 fights. It's always the same 6 fights, so you know, depending on which enemy configuration you have, as to which or approximately which of the fights it was. So that was 4. We're heading into 5. Hopefully more value. Poydrak getting his or dismissing his forum, because I don't think he took it, but you never know.
Nope, I'm pretty sure he did not keep the girl.
Mm-mm. Sorry, not sorry.
Agreed. I mean, we started with Rosa, so there was... Once you had a party of 5, there was no way you were keeping Porum. And I would make a party of 5 pun, but I never actually saw that show.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that too. I was like, but I've never actually watched it, so I've got...
And that's the joke!
Woo! Rivers would have kept Porum, but everyone else is just like, nah. I like that hourglass play on the very last of the Football Gauntlet fights.
But wouldn't it be awesome if behind the gauntlet and this treasure chest was both the adamant and the sword?
Oh, that would be fabulous. The chances it is technically possible,
Well,
unlikely, but is possible.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Fabulous. You can't spell fabulous without fabul. That is a proven fact. Thanks to Dravenheart for that joke. I can't claim.
Oh, here's the Legend Sword. There's half it right
Oh,
there.
well, there is half of it, and the Avenger is the other one, which is a very nice
Oh,
treasure find.
that was.
Yup.
I was
So
so
nice.
excited.
It was, because that means that gauntlet is mandatory. Error lost 0 time by doing that. And it means everyone will also get an Avenger, so hope you have either Kane or Cecil to use it. And if you have Crystal Sword as well, oh my gosh, Crystal Sword Avenger is mean. So mean.
How mean is it?
Just the meanest.
Okay.
They'll avenge everyone. And with those extra levels and that progression, Error is continuing, heading downwards, and hopefully finding to the vanilla, I believe, Ogopogo spot. Trying to find some progression here.
Yep, this is definitely a vanilla Canadian Leviathan.
Oh, yeah. Canadian Leviathan, best Leviathan. Fight me. Ooh, and that's where we
Oh,
get the
we have
muzzle.
Kane? No.
Oh, we
No, we have
do.
Kane.
Oh, Val, why do you do these things?
All right, I guess here's another question since we're at a bunch of repeat spots in the Valvalos fight here. Um, do you prefer the shortened names they had to give him here for the original Final Fantasy IV, or the remake names where they actually take the names from Dante's Inferno?
The remake names. I use the names from this game just to keep them in context because those are the names that appear, but I like the remake names.
All right, so you're much more Scarmiglione and Barbariccia.
Exactly. They're so nice. How about you?
Oh, 100%. Scarmiglione, Barbariccia, Rubicante, absolutely. The remake names by far.
Absolutely. Also, an Ice Tim Hortons is called an Ice Cap. You've been Canadian. Anyways.
I live in Maine. It's basically the Canada of America.
Yeah, exactly. So I live in Canada, which is basically the Canada of Canada.
I mean, you are a nice little hat for us.
It's true. We're the nicest hat. Just
You're
don't
the
hat
most
us for.
you're the most polite hat.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Okay.
I mean, I never had a hat apologize until Canada.
And you never will. Now, it looks like we didn't actually get anything from Val, unfortunately. But that Val did not last for very long. And by anything, I mean no key items. No, oh, we noped out of Val. Okay, I thought Val went down. Excellent, even
Nope,
better.
he is resetting, getting in the Avenger, and we're gonna get see the Wyvern spot.
Let's see who's hiding here to give us hugs. Oh, with all 8 arms. 8 arms for hugging.
Don't tease the octopus, kids.
Don't tease the octopus, kids. You heard it here. I wasn't even the one who said it. I want a disclaimer.
I'm like, this is Natara. If I don't, she will.
I was good.
I hope we get Ultros, miss.
Oh, me too. Anyways, so this is not a great. Actually, this isn't bad here with how powerful Error is in the gear, and especially with the ability to either nuke or lit 3. This isn't a bad spot to find Octomam.
Yes, but at least it's Octoman, because if it was Octodad, we just have a really bad game on our hands.
Listen, that game isn't. It gets too much hate.
I never said it wasn't entertaining. I said it was a bad game. There's a difference. Have you ever watched Cuso Grande? Those are all bad games. They're still good, but they're bad games.
I played one. Anyways. So we are, it looks like, yeah, exactly. Poydrak is heading back. It looks like going to do the Odin spot, which, if I remember correctly, which likely I don't, in fact, that was nothing.
It was Rubicante with the Protect Ring.
Yeah, exactly.
In the hall.
Not even a ruby ring. Hot nothing. Ooh, so Moon was 1000% the right call, getting that adamant from Octomam. So very happy Error here.
Very happy Error indeed. Moon having all of the goodies.
Yep. Which is amusing considering we got underground access right away.
But hey, sometimes when you get baited by the moon, it turns out. So, are we putting money on the fact that Nirm's still underground?
Yeah, probably. Where's the lie? So we do want to note, though, even though we're talking about both Moon and Underground, Moon is required to get those items, but Underground is still required for these seeds because you need to go underground in order to actually forge the crystal. So starting with that magma key was really important in either case, just because it means wherever they found those items, they did have instant access to forge the crystal.
And River's confirming that Nirm is still overworld.
Poor Nair. Alright,
uh,
we got Error immediately forging the crystal, and we're gonna see whether he goes and tries to find those sirens in the Eblin cave, or whether he's going to do some other leveling up strategy.
we do have evil walls happening, and I love the using the blink because everyone just looks like they're having way too much fun dancing.
Yeah, it's just a big dance party.
Ooh, we have a lunar staff.
Those are nice. Not like amazing, but they are nice. Oh my gosh, it's the crystal.
Shocking.
Shocking awe.
Also, we have chat requesting no egg grinds because they're afraid of what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure they think I'm going to
Just,
scramble their brains.
it's too late. Accept the puns into your life.
I mean, they're pretty over easy. They just write them themselves.
It's so beautiful. Well, it looks like no eggs yet. Oh no. Oh good. I was gonna say Air's doing what I always do, which is land right next to the entrance to the overworld. That always induces a lot of swearing, I won't lie. And I do it a lot. Yep, we're going straight back to the moon.
Yes, but you're Canadian, so don't your swears consist of brown bears?
No comment.
But yeah, we're probably gonna get a little moon grind here.
I'm not
Turn
sure
some
that he
encounters
has.
on.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he has sirens either, though, because yes, we know the sirens are in the Eblin cave. That was confirmed, but I don't believe it was confirmed by Error. So Error does not have any sirens if that's the case. So we'll just have to either grind by fighting some of the other bosses that are there, or by turning back on random encounters.
I think that is the right call here. Just to turn on some random encounters, get some experience, and then hope and pray that you can not die to Zeramis, and probably go with some reflect strats.
Yeah, those can definitely come in handy. Oh yes, Error does have the important 10 key items, so that always helps a lot. So in this particular flag set, once you receive 10 of the available key items, you do start receiving double experience. So that can make it very easy, or much easier, to get some levels.
And I can hear the cursing and grumbling from Poidrak from here as to, I just went through all that, it's a protect ring!
Grrrl. Rage. Oh, but look, he's putting it to use right away. See, that's the sort of great attitude we want. That protect ring is useful. Not, not what we wanted, but useful.
Oh, I'm not saying you can't put it to use, I'm just saying there's definitely probably some grumbling there.
Just a little.
So I guess, since we're not going to get the egg grind here, I suppose I will ask, because when you have giant groups of animals, they all have names, like a murder of crows, a school of fish, right? So would a large group of eggs be a scramble?
I think it would be.
Okay.
Or like roller derby. Just cracking some eggs here.
Oh, nice.
It's called
Still
breakfast.
It's called breakfast. If we still have evil wall, and this is the first time in a long time I've seen the evil wall just actually get past the screen so you see the full wall.
Yeah, often when you find the evil wall, you're just too murderous, you just destroy it pretty quickly. You do tend to see the full wall when you've got a lower party and Edward, because that's an easy way to cheese this fight. Everyone else will die, but as long as you have a hidden Edward, you just automatically win. The wall gets to the end, destroys itself, and battle over.
See, Edward's useful.
All right, could you even say that with a straight face, truly?
Well, we don't have cameras on, so you don't know what my face was looking like.
You can prove nothing.
All you can prove is that there was no inflection in my voice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the wall goes down, so let's see what we have. We know it is not one of the two go mode items, but who knows? It could be something useful like the pass, because that still has not been located, at least on stream. And oh, it's the pan though.
Could lead to a
Unfortunate.
pass.
It could lead to a pass, but again, it's some baiting which we don't need because again, we know where those go mode items are. But Hoydrak has gone to the moon, so providing that he stays there, he could be our next runner with go mode. Yeah, definitely checking out that pan. Because the pan gives us potential 3 key items, though I believe Rex was one of the few who went down there already. So that means there's only 2 left, which is the second one from Sheila for returning the pan, and one directly from the Sylphs for using the pan and waking Yang up.
Yes, he definitely. Yeah, because Sheila had the twin harp.
Twin harp.
And immediately going there, gonna thwack, second best sound effect in the game.
Uh-huh.
Eggs.
Delicious. Okay, chat, all this, speaking of eggs, has made us hungry. Tell us in chat, what is your favorite way of eating eggs? Go. Also, that Excal, which is guaranteed in the item pool, as you can no longer forge the Excalibur by turning in those items into our lovely friend.
Do you count drinking eggs as eating them, or is it just a specific eat?
No, absolutely. I think it is.
Because as we were talking about before we started the stream, egg whites in a cocktail for a nice light foam is my preferred method.
So many delicious options here in chat.
Ooh,
Okay.
I see omelette du fromage in chat. We're good. I see an omelette du fromage.
Yes. I also see we're getting some Dwarf Castle, which is delicious. Wait. Don't eat a castle. Eat eggs.
Or the dwarfs, because you just get beard hair everywhere.
Yeah, it's just rude.
Yeah. We're getting very specific here. Scrambled eggs made with water or cream, but not milk, with salt and pepper, with a side of bacon and a tiny bit of syrup.
I approve of that syrup.
Yes, jewelry. The reason that a prohibition-themed bar is going to have egg whites is because a lot of your traditional old cocktails, specifically sours, whiskey sours, amaretto sours, traditionally in the old school were actually made with egg white. The sours you see nowadays don't actually use them because a lot of places don't like to, or it's too much work. But yes, the traditional cocktails, a lot of them did use egg whites.
Yeah. Also to confirm, this could be, as Rivers points out, the last fight for Error. His levels are definitely in a good spot, and he's got his Sid dead, which is probably for agility anchoring reasons. Poydrak has also started his Fabul Gauntlet fight, which, as we have already seen, is required in order to get the first of 2 items, the Legend Sword.
We've got a Knazo kill over on Rex Rawls' side. And oh, hey, just for good measure, we're going to get a Cure 1 on Error's side.
No, gonna be at least one more fight. Honestly, nobody else has actually finished this race, so Error is probably like, no one else is here. I at least have a chance for a higher option. Let's get a little bit of extra safety, maybe trying to get that bit of extra levels for Palom in order to maybe make him survive, as Fusuya's HP is also low. However, with just Rosa and Kane alone, with the HP levels and everything, Error's pretty set, I won't lie.
Wouldn't surprise me if we're also grinding for Nuke on Quake Kid.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Also, the fact that multiple people in chat are talking about Scotch eggs is delicious. And Cadbury cream eggs. I knew someone was gonna go there.
I should have said that because I can eat those. I can't actually eat it, so I'll eat those.
What about the Reese's peanut butter cup eggs?
Oh, I'll eat those too.
I would eat crap on
I've
them.
got all your candy eggs. Okay, let's see if this is our nuke and whether that was actually what Air was looking for, though that seems likely. This would be an excellent reflect party.
Oh, he's life twoing. Life twoing the King Ryu.
Well then.
That's interesting.
I like it.
I do too. Yeah, there's three levels in Nuke. That's got to be what we're looking
Got
for.
it. I believe we're on our second last fight for Poydrak in the gauntlet, so about to get one half of Go Mode. And again, while you're already got part of Go Mode while you're on the moon and getting those extra levels, though he's got some pretty decent levels, you might as well continue, get some more.
All right, we've got our saves. We are moving everything up to easy access on Error side. So I guess this is the time where, hey chat, get your Zeramus sprite guesses in.
It's Ultrasmus. It must. Though I do want to note, Sheila 2 had a pink tail, so that is an adamant armor for Rexall, should he choose to collect it.
Discord must.
Discord Must was excellent. It is a sprite which was made by Skulla Kitty, and it was one of the options for the Valkyries RPGs We Love marathon a couple weeks ago, and it was a meme and beautiful.
I said I love, like, most of the time, like the drawings we get, they're super adorable, and then every now and then I get all excited and I'm like, I don't know what that's from. What is that?
There's so many, because there's almost 400 different sprites. So yeah, there's a lot of, I have no idea what that is. So Legend Sword and Avenger acquired by Poydrak. So likely going to save. Are you going to exit? What are you doing? Rearranging the inventory a little bit. Ah, getting that Avenger up there.
But yeah, so I think my favorite thing is watching this end. I watched 3 races, and it wasn't or 3 seeds, and it wasn't like it was a seed of the week. It was just 3 separate people doing 3 separate seeds, and all 3 of them back to back to back had Scaromus.
That is amazing.
It was awesome. Alrighty, here we go. We are on our Zeramus fight, and this is. Here we go. Come on, be something we.
We're all ready for Ultrasmus. Already, or we're just. This is around the time when Skulla pops in. It's like, oh hey, so whose butt are we gonna kick today?
I'm just waiting for Buttmus.
I don't even know if that's in the pool.
In the poo?
In the wow. Wow, he went there. Okay, so I do know Zeromus HD is there. That's a huge amount of fun when you just get different versions of Zeromus.
Yep, I saw Zeromus HD was that shocked me the first time I saw that.
See who it is.
Who can it be now?
And still no one else has finished, I'll note. Oh, nice.
Remember that I don't know what it is thing I was just talking about?
Zeomus. Yeah, it's one of those people who looks familiar, but I don't. Oh, Phantasy Star 4 Zeo, I'm being told.
Okay, yeah, that is not Ultrosmus.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. Reset. Restart the seed.
Yep. Legend, you're no longer allowed to roll seeds. No Ultrosmus.
Yeah, exactly. Then again, if that was the qualifier for rolling seeds, nobody would be allowed. Okay, getting that silk web up first. So that will, we are going to get that counter nuke, but that is going to nerf that initial big bang. So definitely good for the first turn. Get some extra damage. The first big bang is just going to do very little. So huge fan of that.
No, absolutely. And here's the question for you. I mean, obviousness of Ultrosmus aside, what's your favorite one of these sprites that you've seen?
Oh my gosh. There's so many. I definitely love Epochmus. That is, or it's
Yes.
Daltonmus. That one is pretty
Yes,
fabulous.
Dalton, this is awesome. Have you seen Slimus?
No?
It's just the little slime from
Oh, the
Dragon
slime.
Quest.
Yes,
It's
I had
just
seen
slime.
Slimus. Yes. Okay, yes, I forgot about Slimus. Yes, Slimus is fabulous.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's so many good ones. FF4mus was pretty fabulous too.
Yeah, Wispy
I
Woodsmiss.
Oh, that's so cool. I'll be honest, I dislike any of the ones with text because I find seeing the text and having the moving background, I can't actually look at the screen. It hurts too much. They're really clever. I just don't like them.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one. Angry Sunmus.
Oh, yes.
The Moon and Knights. Yeah, but honestly, like, as much love as we give Twin Harp, the Zero Mist sprite is just fantastic. And again, as was mentioned, shout out to Scala Kitty, who
Yeah.
are all 400 hand drawn.
No, but she's
Okay.
definitely done a lot of adjusting work and making sure they work in the system. That being said, we do have a first place finisher. Nirm has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds. So we know he did not avoid the moon as much as we thought.
Well, eventually, when you keep getting baited by the moon, it will eventually, work out.
Absolutely. Definitely the call this time. Rex also now making the play for the moon. I dare say a lot of our runners have hit the point where they're like, it's not on the overworld, it is not underground. We have nothing left but the moon. So we're going to see a lot of moon plays, and I think we're going to start to see a lot more people finishing now. Whether Error will be our second guaranteed finisher, because the first 2 finishers for each of these tables is guaranteed a spot on our Friday final table with the 12 who get to compete there. Yep. Getting some very nice reflex strats here from Error.
Absolutely. And good news for Poidrak. If memory serves me correct, Pale Dim was the second part of our puzzle.
No, I thought actually it was Octomam in the...
Oh, it was Octomam. You're right. It was Octomam.
Yeah.
It was. My bad.
But still, it gives you a bit of a bit more experience. And looking at those levels that Poidrak has, it's not going to take many of these fights before, if he gets that, and he can pretty much immediately go get the crystal and then go to Zeromus. May not have to do any grinding at all.
There's nothing wrong with that, although apparently Chad is still happily disappointed that there was no egg grind.
Hey.
Because apparently they are happy that they didn't have to deal with some of my egg puns. And personally, myself, I think they would crack people up, but...
Exactly, and until all of our runners actually make it to Zeromus, don't count yourself out.
I mean, there's a don't count your chickens before they hatch joke just waiting to be said there.
Right. We did get the rat tail, though. How nice.
That's right, it was the rat tail. And Rex Raw also going to be picking up one half of the equation here with the Fabul Gauntlet.
Ooh, Meteo Phase 4 error, so if nothing else, not far from being done. Let's see if this nuke is the last hit that he's going to need. Nope, that nuke just went nowhere.
Is.
Excellent.
And with that, officially, we have our lovely little official SRL time, and Error coming in with a time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 59 seconds. Not quite getting a snipe, but we do have a third place finish of Kobahi with 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 18 seconds.
That being said, Air has joined us. Congratulations, Air, on your second place finish. You excited to be heading to the final table?
Early moon finally paid off. Woohoo!
Yes, it had to
Yay!
happen eventually.
Gambler's fallacy, right?
Yeah,
Um,
Yep.
exactly.
so yeah, I had to work out at some point in time. You know, moon early I find to be, a little bit intimidating, but it kind of depends on the team too. And finding Fu in, I guess, Baron was it, with a
Mhm.
reasonably early nuke, made it pretty safe. So, or I felt like it would be pretty safe. Uh, Maybe the best thing that could have possibly happened to me on the moon is having Valvolus at Ogopogo's spot, so I wouldn't even bother doing any more with it.
Absolutely.
um, were there sirens buyable in the sea? Because I may have just
Uh,
missed it.
Eblin Cave.
Eblin Cave.
Yeah, no one on stream went for it except for I think Poydrak was the one who went for it. We had one person who went that checks, but so far, yeah, most folks are doing it sirenless.
Eblin Cave.
But with a lot of the time on the moon, they're not really needing it. But yeah, on stream, you were definitely the person who just jumped into moon first. And we were all a little scared when we saw that Fabul gauntlet in the ribbon room. But yeah, definitely paid it off with both the Legend Sword and the Avenger.
The full gauntlet is slow, but not super dangerous. And I had a whole bunch of hourglass. Well, maybe not a whole bunch, but I had hourglasses if it got really dangerous. But I wasn't taking enough damage to really need them. But doing Fabul Gauntlet and having nothing there is also kind of, would have really hurt. But for once, it actually had one of the two items you needed. So I did all of the. I don't know if I'm super happy with my routing. I kind of went willy-nilly, but I was trying to do like the easy checks on Earth first before I went to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, that it definitely helped, but yeah, going to the moon definitely was your right call. Oh, excellent. So any other thoughts about this? Happy to have your evening off, or were you not going to attempt for a another time in the evening anyways?
Well, I was expecting to play this evening, but now I get to kick back, relax, and watch.
Oh, excellent. Well, that's good. Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us, and congratulations again on your second place finish. We will see you on Friday at the final table.
All right, thank you very much.
Good
Thank
job
you.
there.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us, and congratulations again on your second place. Okay, so we have had one more finisher since then. Dragon Dark finished in 4th place with a final time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 8 seconds. Okay, so we have had. We can watch and see what other items might have been missed. Though I think we saw many of them. Oh, the pass was blocked by Tower Key, but none of our racers got Tower Key. 2 times Natara. That's not enough. We need 4 times. 8 times Natara.
No such thing as too much Natara.
Accurate. So, we'll kind of watch and see where these things are, but it's Rexroll's turn to do the Pale Dim, which we know won't give us our item, but Poydrak is heading in exactly the correct direction. If he can get through this Octomam, we will have our final item, and he will be in go mode.
Also, Octoman getting very, very tentacles on with food there. I can't say, yeah, very tentacles on. And the tower key was Rat Tail.
Oh, of course it is. So yeah, no wonder they didn't check that. So yeah, they nicely locked that pass away. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to see early finishers who got that because it's just so out of the way. And by that point, our racers should have already have gotten the go mode item. So there's no reason they would have checked that unless they needed that 10 key items. But seems unlikely.
Yeah, very much seems unlikely. Although I do have to enjoy, I do love the Dead Foo Sprite. I mean, I know everyone loves it, but I just have to point out that Dead Foo Sprite.
Dead Foo, yeah, there's a reason why we call him the Mop.
I thought he got cost changed to Swifford.
Yeah, well, not anymore. No one turned in the rat tail. Getting the rat tail isn't enough. You have to give it in.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. So, Poydrak entering go mode. So, with the amount of battles he has done, it should not take him very long at all in order to be heading up to Zeromus. He's likely going to head straight underground, forge his crystal, and then come immediately back to the moon.
But ultimately, if you take a look at the seed, what more can you ask for from this seed? We had a required moon. We
Hmm.
got Twin Harp, two of our people on stream. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Everything. What can we ask for? We can ask for that egg grind.
We can.
Where is our egg grind?
I mean, I think at this point it's asking a little much, but
We can still hope and pray, but again, yeah, when you often are forced up to the moon in order to get items, the amount of experience that you get from doing these battles often just gives you what you need in order to go straight to Zeromus. You don't need to do too much extra leveling, so the incentivization to try and find those sirens just isn't there in the same way.
also I want to be as excited in my life as that old man is for getting a piece of rock.
Right?
Like, you hand him this adamant, this chunk of metal rock, whatever it is, and he just goes from, oh, I'm full on Grandpa Joe in, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 2. Holy crap, I'm breakdancing and playing DDR 5 nights a week.
But you do.
I
Gotta
mean,
keep in shape somehow.
I didn't think adamant was a golden ticket, but my word.
When he gives you like shiny crystals and like, excellent swords like he does, it's obviously not too bad.
No, definitely not. Well, if you have a chunk of gold ore the size of my head, Other Shadow, one, why are you still sitting here and why haven't you sold it? And two, can you even lift it? Because I've got a huge head.
Okay. That with that being said, we are can you actually bring the big whale underground? Where is Poydrak going?
To turn in his
The rat tail.
tail?
Interesting. Maybe hoping to get that pink tail, but as we've already seen, it is not there. He definitely doesn't need 10 key items. And we have two more finishers. Simbu comes in 5th place with a final time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 41 seconds, followed closely by Eiza and Tayama, who finished in 6th place with an official time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 43 seconds.
The snipe is real.
The snipe is real. 2 whole seconds ahead. Okay, Poydrak did not get whatever he was hoping to get, and so just ditches and heads straight for the moon for his showdown with Zeromus.
Wouldn't surprise me if Poydrak was looking for the pass there, because taking the 15 seconds out of the way to go to the rat tail is still faster than walking.
Absolutely it is. There is no lie.
Little do we know that technically did lead to the pass.
Yep, absolutely did. We could potentially get someone finishing up this Val fight, but too bad for Rex Rawl. We know this is a waste.
Yep. We did learn what it was from Poydrak, though. It is the white spear. I mean, I'd say it's great, but we already have the Avenger for Kane, so it's not nearly as good as it could be. And I'm suddenly disappointed.
Oh, get a nice white spear at least. That's lovely.
See? We're all suddenly disappointed. Can we go back to egg puns?
Yeah, exactly. See, what's more delightful than that?
I mean, the good thing about the white spear though is if your aim is good, you can poach things with it. That's a stretch, I know.
Oh, no, I'm willing to go with it. I'm willing to let it ride.
Okay, have you ever played Let It Ride? That's a fantastic game.
No, I don't think I have, actually.
Really, I highly recommend playing it. It's awesome. It's one of those like Catan style games where it's all about resource management. So it's very interesting.
That
sorry,
is interesting.
not Let It Ride. Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride. Sorry.
Ticket to Ride. Oh, I've played that. That's
Yes,
fabulous.
my bad. Yeah, I got the game names confused.
Yeah. If there is another game named The Other Thing, well, maybe it's fabulous too. Okay. Maybe. But you know what is fabulous? Fighting things on the moon, specifically Zeromus.
I thought it was Ziomus.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, you can't just change this on me now. Though, Rexfrawl is heading and about to get his adamant. So that is fabulous. We will have all of our featured runners in go mode and or on their way to Zeromus.
And I'm not changing it. I'm just telling you what the sprite told me.
Okay.
Although it would probably be easier if it was what the 7-Up told me.
I wonder if the cool spot is in there.
Oh, that would be awesome, Spotamus.
Right?
That's great.
We may have just dated ourselves, but that's fine.
That's okay. I mean, I was talking about playing this as a kid, so I mean, it doesn't really date me, but it definitely dates me.
Someone has a cool spot emote. That's amazing. Anyways, so
That's fantastic.
let's see what Poidrak does for his Zeromus fight. Oh no, we've got a mop. Mop, no.
Well, even we saw before with Poidrak, Octomammoth likes to get very tentacles on with Mob.
Grr. Erg. We did it. Come on, Zeomus. Okay, that's Silkweb start. Never fails. And we have some Star Veils here, which we're going to get queued up.
And
so we're definitely going to get Reflect.
And Rex having the adamant, so all of our runners now are officially on their way to finishing this race.
Absolutely.
You know, I understand that we nerfed the Big Bang there with but you'd think with all of that pomp and circumstance for the attack Big Bang, it would be much more devastating than it actually is.
Well, that's what I find about Meteo in this fight, because like all throughout the game, like especially in the vanilla game, it's like Meteo's so strong. Meteo kills if you're not strong enough to use it. And then when you see it in the Zeromus fight, you're like, oh, thank God, Meteo phase.
Exactly.
Because it's like it's so weak, and you're like, you spent this whole game hyping this up, and he starts casually using Meteo, and you're like, oh, thank God, better than this Big Bang spell.
Yeah, well, it's like the whole concept of Final Fantasy II, where you go through all this trouble to find the Ultima spell, and then it's completely worthless.
Yeah, exactly. It's lots of MP. It's slow to cast, and it does the damage. But for the amount of time and MP that it takes to cast that, you can do double the damage with Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, the only time you've seen Meteo used in the vanilla speedrun is when you MP Underflow Tellus, you can kill the Mega Sisters. Oh, and Sid Meteo.
Oh, exactly. Like, and Hey, it's great in the speedrun because of that, because of the timing of having it. And even in the randomizer here, you can in seeds, which allows you to underflow your MP, that can be really helpful because, you know, you're just like, hey, I have this character who's got this really great spell early on. Let's medio everything. So yeah, it can definitely be very useful.
I remember the first time it was implemented that the glitch to stop the door glitch, and I remember watching Fred stream it, and someone came in and said, "Yeah, just go ahead and do upco." So Fred goes through the whole thing, gets to Zeramus, goes upco, and then Zeramus goes, "You think that's how you do upco? This is how you do upco," and just annihilates it. It was so good.
Yup, I love the little things that get added, and you're just like, oh wow. Excuse me while I cry a little.
Yep, I'm gonna go in my corner.
Yeah. Okay, and Rex has officially forged his crystals, so that is going to be a dive. We also have our 7th place finisher. Smapety has finished in 7th with 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 27 seconds. Ooh, look at that Meteo. Again, just what we wanted to see.
That means Poitrak's going to be finishing right here in a second, too. Like,
yep.
Almost. Come on. There we go.
We're kind of hoping it'd be that. There we go.
Yep.
Official 8th place with 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 34 seconds. So GG for Poitrak, leaving only Rex for all left.
I will say, though, I am extremely happy that we didn't get one of those trolley 2.5 hour seats.
Yeah, those hurt a lot.
Not that it wouldn't have been fun, it would have been entertaining, but, you know, every now and then, you know, it's nice just to have a nice, easy, smooth going seed.
Yeah, but you know what I'm sure it would have had? An egg
grind?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of egg grinds, welcome, Poitrak, and congratulations.
Why does egg grinds remind you of me?
It doesn't, but we just happen to be talking about it when you joined.
It was a transition.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure. I only did one egg in the entire thing in that.
And that was the only egg we saw on stream, so...
Yeah, there was an extreme lack of eggs. The sirens were hidden in the Eblin Cave.
Yeah,
exactly.
Going,
you did, no one else did.
Yeah, that one egg that I got with the 28 levels on Cecil after I got him, though, that was what I was waiting for. That crystal sword and that one egg with Young as well, giving him the boost in power needed for that particular moment in the game. It was worth it.
Yes, definitely. So how did you feel about the fact you searched most of the overworld and the underground and all the value ended up being on the moon?
My mind was saying to me, the entire second half of the Earth, go to the moon. You've got the darkness crystal. Go to the moon. Go to the moon. And I didn't. I should have went to the moon.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of folks in your exact position who were like, on stream, Error was the only one who basically was the first of you to go there and much earlier than everyone else, and definitely paid off for him for sure.
Yeah, I was fairly confident there was going to be at least one item on the moon. Legend Sword being behind Gauntlet isn't ideal, but it's there. But to have both... Yeah, the numbers have to state they're going to be there. We've had a lot of stuff on the Earth only over the last few days, so there had to be something on the moon this time.
Absolutely, and at least if something's going to be behind the gauntlet, it means everybody has to fight the gauntlet, so it's not the time loss it feels like it is.
Yeah, and I felt confident in pretty much all the plays I did. It seemed like an odd route, really, but I felt confident that everything I was doing was meaningful. It's just a couple of the things just didn't pay off, really.
Absolutely, yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of really good plays, and you know, you got a lot of the key items. In fact, the majority of them. I think the only ones you missed that other folks on stream got were the pen and the pink tail. Nobody got the pass because it was hidden behind the rat tail and the tower key.
Ah, I did go in and check the rat tail right at the end, taking the lunar well with me just for the heck of it, just to see if it was the pass there. So I was on the right route. I was just not going to go that far.
Yeah, that's basically what we figured. We're like, why is he going there? And we figured it was that check. But at that point, we had already seen from Error's credits that the pass was in fact behind the tower key. So you were almost there for the pass. So close.
Yeah. But yeah, it was... Overall, this seed was, compared to the couple we had yesterday, very lenient in what it gave you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah. Equipment-wise, it was a little bit lacking, but you have to expect that from T3. But it gave you enough of what you needed to let you go through. That crystal sword early, once I got that, I was like, is Cecil there? Do I check this package just for it? And since he was there, it's worth the investment.
Absolutely, definitely a no-brainer, but I think you were one of the only people to actually do that, and so you were one of the only people who had a Cecil like that, and so it definitely, or at least on stream, and it certainly worked out well for you, so GG for that.
Yeah, plus package is such a low percentage play anyway, we've got to see it at least once or twice in this sort of setting.
Yeah, absolutely. So, any other comments on this seed or your play before we kind of finish up?
Nothing really. I feel confident. I feel confident about most of the plays I've made. Just need to work a little bit more on cutting out some of the fat, I suppose.
Yeah. Absolutely, and like I say, your place finish was definitely nothing to sneeze at. So, considering we had many, I think over 30 different people participating in this, being top 8 while still not enough to quite get you to the final table is extremely respectable. So, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks very much, and hopefully we'll see some more people later for the last one of this series. One more chance to get to that final table. Maybe I'll make it.
8 p.m. Eastern Time on the same channel if you want to watch that, our 4th and final qualifier for this flag set. So thanks so much, Poydrak, and probably see you there.
Yeah, thanks for commentating. See you soon.
Bye.
And with the interview concluding, we are also, I believe, concluding our grind over on Rex Raw's side, which means we're going to get more zero miss.
Less eggs. Sad.
I know, it is. But you know what that means, don't you?
What does that mean?
We just have to do another one of these so we can get an egg grind.
Done. 8 p.m. Eastern. You probably see many eggs there. You won't have us there, though.
Exactly, but you'll still go. It'll still be good.
Another wonderful team running that one, so definitely check it out. I will say that whoever comes the top 2 of each of these qualifiers is not allowed to participate in the future qualifiers for that particular event because they have already automatically qualified, so it skews all the scores. So you definitely won't see those folks there this evening. So you won't see Nirm, and I believe Error was the second place, so you won't see him either. So, but you definitely see lots of folks are going to be trying that last chance to get the top 2 qualifier or to get their Z score to a spot where they fill in one of those remaining 4 spots.
And then that involves lots of math, so we're not going to get into it any more than that. Because no math.
No math.
My preferred method of the Final Fantasy Tactics run, no math.
I got you, Finn.
I love that you posted that in the chat.
There's an appropriate emote for every situation. I have to note, I really love Rex Varl's naming scheme, naming off like club, spade, diamond. It's fabulous.
Yeah. Ace, if you saw at the beginning, it was Ace, King, Queen, Jack, club, spade, and then the last 2 are WSOFE and Forge %.
Yeah, which is fabulous. Also, we did have a few more finishers there while everything cleaned up. Yimo finished in 9th place with 134.17. Flurry 14 finished in 10th place with 136.25. And Rennet finished in 11th place with 139.08. So GG to all of those finishers.
Oh, hey, look, I see your name on the screen over there.
What? You saw nothing.
So you're
Where
calling
were
yourself
cabins?
nothing?
Yeah, exactly. It
Okay.
starts with N.
It does.
So, yeah, where were cabins? That's an excellent question. I can't answer that. It's not one of the items we particularly tracked. Maybe the rest of chat can help you with that. I did not see, like, I saw multiple characters who had, or runners who had the cabins, so they were definitely hiding in one of the shops. Likely not the Eblin shop, but which one? Who knows? Unless it was only Poydrak who had them. Cabela, I don't think that's a shop.
Oh, Cabela's is a shop, but
Wow.
it's not one here.
Okay, let's see if we're surprised for a third and final time by Zeomus.
Yang getting his drink on.
Yeah, and even though we still can't see Baka, we have not seen him finish yet. So again, there were some technical issues with his stream. His stream is fine. You can go over to his stream and watch it, but we had to cut him from the stream, unfortunately, so we could see everybody else running. His stream was too powerful.
Too strong.
Too strong. Chokosura coming in 12th with a final time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 53 seconds.
Oh, so Final Fantasy has poisoned my mind. Because I forget where I was, but I was looking at a drink menu, and it was a chocolate something or other, but it was CHOCO dash whatever it was. So I ordered the Choco instead of the Choco.
I would have done the exact same thing.
And I'm just like, oh, that's definitely supposed to be Choco.
Not anymore.
Oopsie.
Oh, but speaking of Baka Shinobi, has finished in 13th place with a final time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 37 seconds. We're going to see if we can still get him in for an interview. He does not know he was cut from stream, but we can still talk to him about what his process was. If he's available, that is.
And pay no attention to the random maniacal laughter. That's
That
that's just Natara's plan for world domination.
That's my evil sister. The evilest, most epic of laughter. You're welcome, stream. Hello, Baka! Congratulations.
Thank you.
I do want to let you know, unfortunately, your stream was very strong, and we had to drop you fairly early from the restream. We didn't want to ask you to... It's not your fault. We didn't want to ask you to fix it because you were racing. So, we didn't see you go to the moon. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about your kind of pathing through the seed?
It was an ugly seed.
It definitely, no lies.
I did a few things nice early. Cleared out Antlion, went underground so I can go and try and cut down the trips to Kabul.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, go and... I can't even remember my early game. It feels so long ago.
Yeah, for sure. Did it take you a while to get to the moon? Because, of course, that's where all the value ended up being.
I almost full cleared Earth. The only thing I didn't do was Evil Wall after wiping to that, and Keyless Tower.
Absolutely. So. It sounds like you were very similar to Poydrak. Poydrak did similar, cleared just about everything. Same with Rexroll. So,
Yeah, that was... I was going to go and be spicy and dip Moon early, but I was like, I really want to go and have Artemis Heroes for that. And then I remembered there are no Sirens, and... Ooh. Who was at least a good pickup down in Dwarf Castle, I think he was?
He was in Baron Castle.
Baron Castle, right. That's right. That's how I did that. I went and did Baron and then it's like, oh, I can go straight into Baron Castle.
Yeah, Absolutely. And yeah, many people were doing that. They didn't want to get baited by the moon. And so they cleared out the overworld and the underworld and then went to the moon and was like, Though I do want to let you know, Rexroll has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 54 seconds. So that is all four of our restreamed or mostly restreamed runners completed. So anything else you kind of want to talk about your run in particular, Baka?
Evil Wall is evil.
No lies. No lies. Must be one of the few
100%.
who actually beat, because not everyone actually bothered to fight Evil Wall.
Oh, I didn't beat him. I got really close and then died to crushes.
Oh, gross. Unfortunate. Well, GG on that seed. Are you going to be joining us again this evening for the last qualifier?
I think so. I'll see how I'm feeling at the evening, though.
Yeah,
Just want to make sure I'm feeling up
absolutely.
to it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, and if you do choose to participate, good luck.
Thank you.
So we are just waiting. Rexroll needs a moment to load Discord, and then we will get him in for his own interview. But just a reminder, give all of these runners a follow. They work hard to give you a good show. And link to both them and our commentary team so you can see everyone who has been helping put together this hilarious run for you. We do also have Rex Roll has joined us. GG and congratulations.
GG, I hope I didn't make it too hilarious.
Oh, with us commentating, how could it be anything but,
Yeah,
right, Greenland?
yeah, exactly. It was nothing that you did. It was everything that. Well, you hold on. You could have helped by doing an egg grind, but you didn't. So we're not going to get into that.
But no one else did, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad. I mean, the weird thing was, I don't know if you were watching my stream when this happened. After I got the adamant, I had one siren in my inventory. I tried to use it, and I heard like a lightning bolt sound effect, and I didn't get a.
Were you in the doorway?
I
It
was.
doesn't work. That's what happens when you use it in the doorway.
Dang.
You've got to be outside of the doorway. Yeah, if you're in the doorway, you get a lightning sound and sadness. You use up your siren and get no fight.
Yeah, well, that happened to me. That's the first time it's happened to me. So
Yeah, everyone remembers their first time like that. It hurts because you're just like, especially if you only have one siren, which often is the case there, and you're just like,
yeah.
where did it go? I needed that.
Luckily, when I went back to the moon and I did a grind with just encounters, I had two of the King Ryu Jinryu fights, so
Yeah.
that went pretty quickly. Those are pretty good too.
It definitely did seem to help. How did you feel about having to full clear basically everything else before finding all your value on the moon?
Well, I don't consider myself one of the top tier runners, but I think of myself as pretty good among the next tier, and so I figure if I've got to do if I get a little bit of luck, I might be able to get into one of these top tables, and that's what I'm trying to. So I kind of put off the moon until almost the very end, just because if it's somewhere else, other people might be tempted by the moon, and so that was the gamble I did. It didn't pay off this time. Sometimes it does. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of the nature of randomizer, doing that gamble. Well, anything else you want to mention about your run there before we clue it up?
I think it was. I think I didn't really have too many troubles. I think the parties that we had were pretty powerful. I liked the Rosa start. Give me a Rosa start every time. That's about it. It was just a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming to speak with us for a bit.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, you too. So, did you enjoy that Greenleaf?
Oh, that was a blast. I got to do more of these.
Absolutely. So, and there are plenty more. As we mentioned, we have our final qualifier race for League Forge is this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, right back here on the Free Enterprise channel. Plus, the final tables for this will be on Free Enterprise, will be on RPG Limit Break, and will be on one of the Randomania channels on Friday evening at 9:30 p.m. So, between those three channels, you can see all 12 of our final table racers take on one last League Forge seed. Anything else you'd like to say, Greenleaf, before we clue it up and give these people their afternoons back?
Well, I know you've all been, trying to get some egg puns, so I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to say it's been a blast. Thanks for having me, and of course, everyone, keep hailing.
Keep playing randomizer and rocking. So thanks so much. Thanks again to Ali Jabrap for tracking, and Legend Harvest for being our wonderful restreamer. Thank you so much, and we will see you this evening.